Hi, it's me, Mario! Who's backing into my driveway? Who are you? Fifth time doing this intro. Hello! I am back, and hopefully for good. Yay! Probably all of you going, boo, we don't want you back. Anyway, I'm back and I'm going to try and do some videos. Let's not get deleted this time, because that'd be the third channel, and to be honest, I'll be done for. I thought I'd come back because I've got some story times, and I actually want to do a reaction channel called Ruth's Reactions, and it's going to be of like the bold type of TV shows, of everything, of music videos, of One Direction coming back. No? Okay. But yeah, I'm just going to do this channel again. Now, I know what people want me to do, and that is to upload interviews and upload like films, scenes, and I want to do that so bad because that's what people want me to do, but unfortunately YouTube doesn't let me do that, so unfortunately it's going to be a Ruth Reacts, I can't even say it, Ruth Reactions, and yeah. Also, before we start, I do have a cold, so bear with me. I've had this cold for like 2 weeks, I've had this cold 1 week, but I've had 2 colds in 2 weeks, so I should probably go to doctors right now, but I can't be arsed. Let's get on to the video before you all turn off. So, welcome to my channel, and let's get started. Today I'm going to today I'm going to tell you a story time that happened to me about a year ago, and I'm annoyed. It's like, ugh, every time I think about it I'm like, ugh, why does this happen to me? To put you into context, this is probably the shortest video I'm going to make on here, but to put it into context, basically, I'm a photographer. Just like everyone else in the world, I'm a photographer. But yeah, I'm a photographer, I'm a freelance photographer, and I'm still getting there. And I have been doing this since I was 18, I am now 21. I am still very at the bottom of the ladder though, because people are better than me, and to be honest, I don't know, I just don't know. And I work with second photographers as well as my own. I've got a hen do that I'm photographing next month, that's still getting arranged. I've worked with a model last week, that was for free, and yeah, I just try and get my best experience, and hopefully my name will get out there one day. And hopefully my name will be out there one day. I don't know what the future holds. Been doing this since I was 18, I'm still at the very bottom of the ladder. But yeah, I've been using the website Purpleport since second year of university, because that's when they taught me about Purpleport, I do believe. And it's basically a website where you can hire models, photographers, makeup artists, designers, and dancers. I don't know, I think that's it. Free, and on the website there's portfolios of models and photographers. There's casting calls, so if a model wants to work for free, they might a casting call be like, hey, work for free please. And then I've got many stories from there. If you want me to do more, I will. One night I was just on Purpleport minding my own business, and I saw this casting call, and it said photographer needed urgently for a second photographer needed urgently. We'll give you money and we'll pay you and we'll take you to the wedding, if that makes sense. Give you travel expenses, there we go. And I was like, ooh, I'm interested in that. Get me some experience with another photographer, because I worked with a second photographer before, many years ago, and so I thought, say, working with a second photographer would be great. I can get more tips, maybe get some help from him, stuff like that. I'm interested, look at my portfolio, see what you thought. See what you think. And he wrote back to me many hours later being like, yeah, this was great, can we work together, when are you free that day? I was like, yeah, sure. And then 2 days later we met up. He came from, I'm not going to, do I say the location? Do I say where it comes from? From Wolverhampton to my area, and he drove there by himself, which I was very impressed by the way. And we met up and I showed him my portfolio. I said, yeah, this is great, this is what the time slot is, this is what the plan's going to be for the day, is that okay? You'll get fed this you'll get fed this time, so don't bring any food. And we will leave at this time, and you will travel with me in my car. And I was like, yeah, okay. So the day came, and I think it was like a week later. Yes, and he also said, I will pay you. Keep that in mind. Okay, keep that in mind. I also asked about it as well, so keep that in mind. And I was like, and then the day came. So I printed out a sheet of the plan just in case. And I was all ready. I packed my camera. I only had the 1200D at this the 1200D, which is what I'm filming on, and the but I now have the 5D Mark II, which I love. So I packed this camera and some like extra batteries and extra memory cards, blah blah blah. And then he was obviously taking me to the wedding. So, oh yeah, by the way, this was a wedding. Did I not mention that? This was a wedding. So this was a full like 9 o'clock. So this was a full like 7 o'clock to like 11 o'clock at night type stuff. And so he came around 7:30, I do believe. So he came to my house around 7:30, got into his car. You know how long this journey took? This journey to the wedding, this was just to the reception. This took 4 hours. 4 hours to get to the, not even, like, I was like, oh my god, this is long. It was like 4 hours to get there. 4 freaking hours. By the way, I don't know him. He's just a stranger. 4 hours we was in the car, and I was like, okay. This is when like awkward me comes out. It's really not good. So 4 hours in the car, we finally get there and we do the wedding. It was off, and then I find out, it tells me halfway through the car that this is like a wedding for a famous person, like was an X Factor type person. And I was like, oh my god, would I know him? I didn't know him. No offense, I did not know him, but he was on X Factor, so yeah. Ooh. In my mind I was thinking One Direction, is One Direction going to be there? Nope. It was for an X Factor contestant, yeah, that's how you say that, contestant. And I was like freaking out because I was like, oh my god, how famous are these people. And we went to the wedding, we got there, we did the bride getting ready, the groom getting ready, we switched around, so, and then he left me, I think. Yeah, he left me at one point, at one stage. So I was with the bride by myself, and I don't know these people, I've never met these people. I was I was with the bride by myself, and I was really awkward. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take some pictures now, enjoy, yeah. Well, he was off somewhere, and by the way, he had like 4 cameras, and he had a belt with like 4 cameras on, and there was me with my 1200D just being like, I'm a professional photographer. But yeah, that was a fun time when he left me. Got to the reception. Is it the reception? Yeah, I should know this by now. The reception, and let me tell you, he had cameras everywhere. Like, it was mental. It was absolutely mental. Every guest had a camera. He had 4 photographers. So we weren't just the only 2 photographers. There were about 4, maybe 5, maybe more. It was like the whole reception, the whole everyone, every single guest had a professional camera basically. And it was like really strange. It was a really strange wedding, to be honest, because every guest had a professional camera. And it was like they were proper famous, and I didn't really know them. Like, it was, people were trying to get to the front, people were pushing each other to try and get a picture, and there's me being the small little photographer, being like, I need to get this spot, and oh my god, okay. When they kissed, who's this guy? Okay. When they kissed, okay, everyone was waiting for that kiss. Literally everyone going to the aisles. I had another photographer in front of me. Rude. I had another photographer in front of me when I was getting my shot ready, and he was in my half of my shot, so I was like, oh great. I had a photographer behind me, I had a video photographer behind me, so I had to duck down so they could see it, and it was just mental. It was just for that kiss, literally. Even the guests were going in the aisles. The guests were like pushing each other to get a picture. It was like, whoa, okay. And they also sang down the aisle. So when the bride was coming through, first the groom sang, and then the bride sang as well when she was walking up. It was crazy. It was a crazy one, okay. And then it came to the party after whatever it is. I don't know, I should know this, I'm 21 years old. Anyway, we came to the party afterwards and we did a few shots here and there. We did a few shots, and not gonna lie, I don't like any of my photography shots, because obviously I wasn't the one who's going, do this, go here, look at me. Like, I wasn't that photographer, so they were looking at the actual professional photographer camera, and so my shots looked very awkward because they're not looking at me, if that makes sense. They were all nice people. It was just a very strange wedding. He left me to go to the party whilst I sit by his GoPro that does a time lapse of the sunset. So I was just sitting there like, okay. It was like an hour. It was probably half an hour that he stayed in there, and I was just there with the GoPro like, okay. And again, I know this is what a second photographer does, because you're there to help, you're not there to be the actual photographer. And in terms of food, you were during a wedding, you were so lucky to get food. Like, you were so lucky. If they offer food to you and they actually get you a plate of food, you are lucky. I've had people who I've done weddings and a party for, and they have actually brought me food, and I was like, oh my god, it was so good. And I'm just really happy for that. But I'm used to like bringing my own food, because, you know, you don't expect them to pay for you, and I was told, no, it'll be fine, you don't need to bring anything. So I brought nothing, and we didn't really eat that day. We didn't really eat. Again, it's not my wedding, I'm just a second photographer, so I kind of knew that. I just kind of thought I just kind of think I should have brought more food. But we had like a little bit of rice, and that was it the whole day. Like, yeah. Yeah, that happened. That was it. The wedding was done, and we went in the car on another 4-hour journey. This was longer. This took forever. Like, this took like, I think we left at 10. Was it 10? We left at about 6. Yeah, we left about 6 o'clock. Was it? We left after the first dance, and that was about 6 o'clock. You always leave the photographer always leaves after the first dance, because you got everything and then everyone just parties basically. So yeah, it took forever to get home. It took hours and hours and hours, and at the end of it I said, before I went out of his car, I said like, hey, so just so you know, like, money wise, when will I get the money to get paid? And he said, oh, okay, you will get paid, don't worry, I will pay you after I get the photos. And I was like, okay, cool, yeah. And then my mum was like, ask him how much you're gonna get. Because, you know, you just need, I don't know why I need to ask. I just asked him. I was just like, also, you know how much I'm going to get? Just give me an estimate. He said £100. I'm like, okay, good, yay, money, I'm not broke, yay. But yeah, and then the day later I went through all the images. He wanted all the unedited images, so I went through them. Actually not the next day, it was probably 2 days later to be honest, but I went through all of them, sent them over to me. He messaged me saying, yeah, great, I got the photos. And I was like, yeah, thinking to myself, so the money? And then I gave it a week. No, actually, I gave him 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Did I ever hear him from again? Did I ever hear from him again after them 2 weeks? No. I just burped. No. So what did I do? I messaged him and was like, hi, where, you know, when I'm getting the money? And he goes, soon. And I was like, okay. It's now been a year. Have I got that money? Absolutely not. I got scammed. I was told I would get paid, but in actual fact I just gave him extra photos for free. Well, welcome to my life. Also, I gave him pictures halfway through the wedding because he asked for them. So yeah. It's what, and then I just taught it as a lesson, to be honest. I think I should have been more mad like I am right now, but at the same time I just brushed it off as a lesson. It's a lesson that I needed to learn. I needed to make agreements first and sign agreements. Like, yeah. So that was the time I was scammed. Yay! Did you enjoy that? Because I didn't. That is it. That is my video. That is my welcome back video. But yeah, that's my video. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, this is my motto. Remember my motto. Like, comment and subscribe. And bye.